Good day, everyone, and welcome. Before we start, we have a disclosure. Please be aware risk in the future trading. All our videos for educational purpose only. You're very welcome to follow any of our automated signal as long as you are on SIM. We're not responsible for your trade. We just hit the target on the market analyzer. The target was on the YM39. 3,900, and we will go with the Nasdaq. We go ahead and change the chart. Also the Nasdaq, we hit the target. You can see on the market analyzer we hit the target, and then we go ahead and put the Nasdaq. The Nasdaq hit the target and now it's bouncing back from the target right there. So let's go ahead and set it up and we start seeing what's going on in the market. CL doing very fine, the CL, and the first target for this morning is 58.81, 58.81, and ES doing fine. Nasdaq swing trading doing very fine as well. We're going to start, we try to get $1,000 on the Nasdaq, and we finished this morning, and we'll try to reset it again to hit 1,000. Okay, we set it up again. And it's taking the first trade. Wow, the market is going fast. And here it is. Wow, 415. Immediately you can see the number from here, from the left corner. Now we are 645. $640, you can see it from here. $700, you can see the numbers. $785. $635, and done. It took us 5 minutes to hit 1,000. 5 minutes. Here it is. It's finished. 1,000. What you do, you don't reload it right away. We'll wait till the market finished trending, and then we activate it. It's a little bit fast. I don't like it when the market is very fast. We'll wait a little bit, and we go ahead and activate it one more time. We will activate it when it hit 18,515 because this is where it's finished. If you notice between the two yellow line, you have two yellow line here and two yellow line here. Once the market entered the two yellow line, there is no more long trade, a short trade. It is only a reversal. So now the Nasdaq is hitting the last support area for today is 18,521, and this is where the market will reverse. By the way, whoever was with us on Tuesday, because Wednesday I don't go live, I take care of the new people. If you go back and we did extra hour on Tuesday, and I pinpoint where you need to buy the Bitcoin and the Ethereum, and it came in right to the tick where you needed to buy, and I said to everyone, let me see, now I cannot disturb NinjaTrader with the crypto, but when we give you an advice on the Ethereum, let me see how much is the Ethereum right now. We told you to buy the Ethereum, as I remember, we told you to go ahead and get it around 1400, and today the Ethereum is what? Yes, there is a news, but you stay technical, you know, and so we did very well on the Ethereum and Bitcoin. We did very well. We pinpoint exactly where to buy on the Ethereum and a Bitcoin. For the market analyzer, based on one contract, we have 1,300 ticks into profit. So right now we see the Nasdaq is slowing down a little bit. I want the Nasdaq to slow down a little bit, and then we will be taking. I don't know if I need to update you in the public, but we are doing a couple of new auto trades, friendly use. You don't need to use a trailing stop or stop loss. It's in the scalping, and I will highlight a little bit on that as well today. And what we will do, let me show you what we have done. We are working on it. But I'll bring you the new auto trade and share some information with you on this. So let's see if the market starts slowing down. Within 5 minutes we made 1,000, and let's see how the market. I prefer the market to be slow. Now it's coming. Let's look at the market before we reactivate the auto trade. Always look at the market before you activate the auto trade. Also, the ES is between those two yellow lines, and you have the mid fib right there, and this is where, to our traders, try to reverse the market with a micro account, one contract. So just to get the feeling of it, once the market enters between those two yellow lines where the others is trying to reverse, to go with the trend, you are reversing the market. So you have to be careful not to keep going short. The minute the market enters those two yellow lines, the short stops. The short stops. So let me, the one we still under test. What we did, we tried to get a very aggressive one. Okay, we'll get it soon. This is the new Autotrade we are working on. It's not going to be released on Monday because we did something new. We are modifying a few things to it, but you just turn it on off, and if you notice, you don't need to deal with the trailing stop loss, and we are still, it is very profitable. Autotrade, extremely profitable, and we are still doing some testing on it, and we are doing very fine with it, and so there we go. You see, it is extremely accurate, and entering the market, exiting, and you don't need to do any optimization. Actually, there is nothing to optimize on it. It's doing all the work for you, and is in and out of the market constantly. And we look, it's really accurate. You see, it's in and out of the market, and the 4 range is a very aggressive. And if you want to, you can use the 5 minutes. It is not aggressive. 5 minutes, or if you want to, you can use the 2 minutes. It is, you can see on the 2 minutes, took 3 trades only, and on the 5 minutes has not taken a trade yet. Has not taken the trade yet. So you can. This is. It's not going to be. It's not going to be released on Monday, because we're still modifying and we're still testing. But if you want to be aggressive, you can use the range, or you can use 30 second. If you want to be aggressive. Or if you want to be in between, you can use the 2 minute, 3 minutes, is okay. And if you want it to be like taking maybe a couple of 3 trades a day, then you turn on to the 5 minutes. And the 5 minutes can give you a lot of accuracy as well. But this is very friendly use. You don't need to do a lot of optimization, and it really exit and enter the market perfectly, and the only thing is you need to deal with the time frame if you want it to be aggressive or conservative. You don't need to deal with the trailing stop loss, optimization. You don't need to, because what it does, it adapt to the market movement. You don't need to do that much. And the other one we are doing is a very aggressive one. Yesterday made the 23,000. Is a very aggressive one, but we're gonna modify it because what it does, it exit and reverse. So this one here, it is the next one we are modifying. It is very aggressive, and it's already up to 3,800 based on one contract, but it is constantly reversing the market. So what we are doing now, we're going to modify it because it is very aggressive, and it made 3,800 within an hour, but to give it with the wrong hands, with a lousy trader or an amateur trader, he can hurt himself on a bad day. So what we are doing right now, we are going to turn it to conservative, and we don't let it be aggressive, because the problem is not the auto trade. The problem when the trader have his hands on it, and he just keep turn it on like he turn on a dishwasher. He's not looking at the market, so it makes me nervous. Right now we are up to 4,237 on this one here, but probably I will give the aggressive to people I know. They are capable of understand that I know they look at the market. They don't just turn on the auto trade like they turn on the dishwasher. So, but to the normal traders, I'm gonna filter it, and I don't want. Right now we are 4,837 in the profit on this one, because if you give it to an amateur trader, and this is the problem. The problem is not the market or the auto trade, and in our experience now, we need to think about the guy is using that auto trade, because they have the potential not listening. So so we are modifying that the second one. We are modifying it because not because of the auto trade. The auto trade right now is 4,837. I can. Of course, we are still on test. I can take a picture of it and show you it is. We are testing, and I'll take a picture of the results, and the results is right here. It is the B, because what I do, I split A, B, C, D, E when we are testing, and this is the B auto trade, and it is 4,837 already within an hour. The problem is not the auto trade. The problem is the guy is sitting and treat the auto trade as a dishwasher machine, and that we cannot let him have an aggressive auto trade like this, because if he's not looking at the market and something got wrong or overfilled and he's not looking at the market, it can hurt him more than can help him. So right now we are about to hit 5,000 within 1 hour trade, but this one here, it is just as aggressive as this one here, but a different way. And like this one here, there is aggressive enough. And now let me see. And now we crossed. Now we are. Let me see. We are 5,250. Let me take a picture of it, and you can see. So this is. It is very aggressive auto trade, but I cannot have amateur traders. We have amateur traders like anybody else in any other company. No matter what you talk to them, they're still waiting to send them a template from 1 month to the other. And now we are 5,250. So no matter what you do or what you say, we trained. For the last 16 years, we trained thousands of traders, and half of them, they don't listen. So I cannot give it as it is aggressive, money-making machine, but now we are up to 6,000. Let me show you. Now we are up to, this one, if somebody can keep his eye on the market, is very good. And now we are 6,137. Now we are 6,462. I can go all day long. Yesterday made 23,000 in scalping yesterday, and now by talking to you went from 4,000 to 6,000, and now it is when I close that trade, I'll take another picture. And now we are 6,700. 6,700. But the problem is I'm going to modify it. Now we are 6,750. As you see, within a few minutes, we jumped from 4,000 to 6,750. Yesterday in the scalping, he made 23,000 scalping. You know, yesterday I had some crazy number. I have a NASDAQ. You look on the other channel, made 120,000 on the NASDAQ swing trading. But this is aggressive auto trade and very aggressive. And right now we are crossing. We're about to cross the 7,000 after that trade here. Let's see, when I close that trade, I'll take another picture. But we are working on modification to be conservative. I cannot give it to the trader. I will be using it. After that trade, I'll take another picture. You see, is already reversing, already making money. This one here. Now, if you see, already crossed the 7,000. Let's see how we're gonna take a picture of it. Where is it? Okay. Now we are 7,000. 7,087. Now we are 7,087. Yes, but our experience when you give aggressive trades like this one here, and our experience with the public, 16 years, 17 years with the public, you tell him to watch the market, he will not watch the market. You know, he just want to look at P&L. That's it. So if it got in the wrong hands for amateur trader, he can make a lot of money, but also if you don't have his eye on it, he can lose substantial money. The more the aggressive the auto trade is, the more risk. And when you have an aggressive auto trade like this one, or like this one here, I mean on the Nasdaq, the 7 minutes is very aggressive. Now, if we wanted to use 7 range ES as an example, it is not as aggressive because, like, if we use a 7 range ES, already made 1,400. This is nice. And now we can go for another round, no big deal. We can go for another round on the ES. But we already have an aggressive auto trade, and I can see some people don't know how to use it because they just turned it on. So, and you can go with the market analyzer. There is 20 different auto trade, or you can, you know, right now we are 7,262, and it's gonna keep going all day long, you know, and you can see the trades is reversing constantly the market, and now we are 700, 2,000, I mean, how many scalpers you know? This one here is about to hit 10,000. Probably by the end of this webinar, we will be having 10,000 on a scalping within a couple hours. But this is also can fire back if the market not going to your direction, or there is something wrong in the market. It can hurt, and this is the problem. Now we are 7,637, and when the traders cannot look at the market, it can hurt, you know. So right now we are. I mean, it's making 1,000 after the other. But we already working, probably will be done next week. We're gonna filter a bunch of those trades. And now we are 7,637 is ironing 1,000 after the other. And the technology is there. We have the best programmers, but sometimes you don't get the best traders. It's really difficult sometimes. When we're trying to build an auto trade, it's not just trying to build an auto trade where we can show profit factor but when we try to build an auto trade, it's not about technology, it's about this guy is running it. Can he handle it? Can he comprehend what's going on in the market? And this is the story behind auto trades. So seems like the market is sideways. This is perfect for a sideways market. So we're gonna go ahead and start reloading. And now he's gonna take long on the support area, of course, and this one is very aggressive chart, and he is going to okay, $500 on that trade, 700. Okay, now we are plus 250. You can see how fast the market is. Now this one here, if it goes against you, it's gonna add a contract. On this one here, for the other one, now the 5 minutes took a trade. Right now the 5 minutes took a trade. It's been on for 1 hour. This is the first trade. So for a conservative guy, this is very good. If you are using this, we have not released that yet. But this is a very good idea to, if you want to be conservative, you can be on this one here, conservative on it. So this is extremely fast auto trade. Extremely fast. You know, we told you the market is finished once it go between the two yellow line, and I told you this is the reversal, and I advised our traders to take a long trade on a micro account, and here it is. For the ones are auto trading with their eyes closed, you don't have a long on the Nasdaq. You simply don't. You do not have long on the Nasdaq. It's very simple. You have a bunch. When you see those lines close to each other, stay away from that area. Always. When you see those bunch of lines close to each other, that means the market is tight. Stay away from it. You know, and stay away from it. Anyway, there is no long on the Nasdaq. Be careful. If we look, you still have all the high time frame is in red, and the sellers, they are a little bit over the buyer, little bit, almost equal. And it's not a pretty picture here indicating the trend is weak, okay? So, and then you have the resistance here. So there is, you should not allow any auto trade to go long here, because this is a trap. Not yet. I want you to think about it as you are in a turbulence flying an airplane. You're either fly below or above. So this is turbulence here. We need to trade either above or below turbulence. This area from 18,739 all the way to 18,833. You should not touch it. Not auto trade it, not manual trade it. You should not touch it. You should leave it alone. So, because we don't know which line is going to hold and is going to so we'll see what happened. You can see how the market dropping again. This auto trade going in a circle is not making money. We made $1,000 within 5 minutes. On the second round is a struggling. You can see on the second round is a struggling market. And it's taking short because of those fib. This is our auto trade. We already crossed the 8,000, and this is the one I was showing you and taking a picture. He took a trade reversal from here, and he just nailed perfect trade from here, and now we are $1,000 almost. No, is 600 on that trade. So now we crossed the 8,000 on it. And has not closed the trade yet. So that's why you don't need a trailing stop, because when he sees opportunity, he's going to close and reverse. So you don't need a trailing stop. Of course, we're gonna add the button like this one here. You're gonna close the trade. We're gonna add the button on it, but now we're still under the test. We're still under the test with it. I'm wondering why it did not. Oh, okay, close the trade. It's reversing right now. Okay, so we're still testing, we see. But here's across the 8,000. There is no long trade on the Nasdaq, and there is no long trade at the moment on the ES. So be careful. Be careful with the trades. This one is not going anywhere. We're going to close the position. You can see how the Nasdaq right now fallen, and the re-entry on the Nasdaq is 18,674. The ES looks better. The re-entry is 53.43. This is a good re-entry long on the ES. And you can see when the Nasdaq entered those lines, there is no more performance, whether you're taking long or short. There is no more performance. Now we need to cross the 18,787 before we start thinking long. But you should not be trading between those lines. You should skip it. Let's say you want to try to activate your auto trade, any type of an auto trade, and you see your price is coming to a fib line. You need to hold on your auto trade for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, until the market get adjusted. And now we start getting adjusted, and now if the Nasdaq across this line and the ES cross that line, that means it is ready for long trade on both of those instruments. However, if the Nasdaq stay on this resistance and the ES stay on that resistance, keep your hands away from trading. We need to see both crossing this line, both. The Nasdaq, we need to see the Nasdaq crossing this line, closing above it, and we need to see the ES crossing that line and close above it. If one of them fell on the resistance, it's going, maybe it will drag the other one with it. So technically the 53.69.50, we need to cross it and close above it. At the same time, we'd like to see the Nasdaq close above the 18,786. Once those two instruments close above, you can turn on your auto trade to go long. At this moment, the market struggling to cross, and if once it crossed this line, then we are okay. And now the Nasdaq crossed that line. We need to see it closing above that line, and we need to see the ES closing above this line. And that's why now you start seeing your auto trade start being more efficient. And we have not even got the 1000, but you can see now start getting more efficient in the trades. And look what happened. Fell. You can see fell. And this one fell too. So there is no long trade anymore. It fell. And our auto trade took a long trade and it didn't do well on it. He took a long trade and didn't do. This is the second losing trade. So the market fell to go long. That's why we said when you see too many lines, stay away. Those are turbulence. You need to fly above or below. Remember that. You cannot trade between lines. And when there were too many lines, and now we're coming to the re-entry, 18,693, and we have the re-entry on the ES 53.45. So those two are very important. We'll see what happened. You can see how the Nasdaq rejected from that number. That's what you use this number for. You know, as long as this the market above that number, you concentrate on long. As long as this market above that number, you concentrate on long only. When the market touch this number and close below that line, this is where you start thinking short and you close all your long trades. Doesn't matter if you are auto trading or manual trading, you know. And you can see how the market rejecting from those numbers, and this is exactly what's supposed to do. However, if this market hit those lines, this yellow line, this yellow number, and this yellow number, if the market hit and close below, that means you have to be careful. You don't have any more long trade. Remember that. It's very simple. So you can see how the wick hit this number, and you can see how the wick hit that number. You see? The market respect that. Very simple. And there is no long trade. If we look at the momentum, the pressure in the market is all in red, indicating those lines are not holding for long. They're gonna be broken. You can see from the market stop at those numbers. They are like when you're trying to knock down a door You kick it the first time, the second time, the third time, it gets weak, and then you break the door. The same thing. What happened in the market, came in, broke, trying to knock on that door 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, and finally managed to break that door. The same thing, 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 4, 5, and managed to break the door. So when the market dropped to those numbers, it's going to be rejected the first time, the second time, the third time, but eventually the market gets stronger and it break that line. And now it is, you have to think, is only short, no more long trade anymore. And there is here, this area here confirm the sellers over the buyers. The market analyzer is in red. So this is easily, you can direct your auto trade to short trade only. As I told you that we are testing those auto trades, and if you notice, this is the 5 minutes, not the aggressive one, the conservative one, and it is now, it's been running for over an hour, and this is the first trade for the 5 minutes, where when you are using a range, you are practically very aggressive in the trade. And this is the difference between, it depends what kind of trader you are, if you want it to be aggressive, or you want it to be conservative. So you don't have to deal with the trailing stop loss. Now if you want to compare those two against each other, they are the same auto trade, straight out of the box, and you don't need to tweak anything in it, straight out of the box. And you can see there are many small trades on the range, and there is only 1 trade on the minutes. So the auto trade adjusts itself from the 5 minutes, and if you put it on a 4 range or 5 range, will adjust itself on the 5 range or 4 range or 6 range, whatever you want. Or if you want to use ticks, I don't know if I have the ticks, you can also use the ticks as well. The ticks has not taken trade yet. Yeah. So there is nothing in the market anymore. The market finished. There is nothing to trade. We're gonna sit on a standby. There is nothing to trade anymore. There is no more trades, folks. Be careful if you are auto trading. We're done. There is nothing left. Okay, I believe we are done for today. There is nothing to trade anymore. Maybe in the afternoon we have some action. We say thank you very much and be careful. Maybe it will be good idea to go for lunch early. Right now the market is not trending. This means there is trouble. Be careful. We wish you a pleasant day. Bye.